So Leo, I'm going to do the rest of the summer reading. It is my pyramid reading, and I have shuffled the cards, and it's time to cut the cards, and let's go. Let's see what's going on with Leo for the rest of the summer. All right. So, let's see. A little bit of a weird angle here with the other camera, but I think we can make it work. Just bear with me here. Okay, Leo. So the first card is you. Knight of Swords. All right, Leo. And what crosses you is the Death card. And the energies moving into the past, the Ten of Pentacles. The present energies, the Five of Wands. Energies moving into the future, the Hanged Man. How you see yourself, the Ace of Swords. How others are viewing you, the Queen of Cups. Your biggest fear, the Ten of Swords. Your biggest hope, the Five of Cups. And the outcome card, the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, what a reading, Leo. Oh my goodness. Okay, what is going on? We have some major arcana, which I meditated on before. We have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Hanged Man, and we have the Death card. Now the Death card is the ultimate ending, having to scrap something because it's just not working out, okay? And the Knight of Swords, so something has happened, that something has come to light, and this being a knight, I think that it may be something that you have had to do in order to end something or put a stop to something that was hurting you or hurting someone else. So this is a change. This is a risk. This is something that you have been thinking about for a long time, but this card tells me that there's something that you have had to do that has cut someone off because it was just not working out. And this is the Death card, and that means that there is no going back to whatever it was. It's just whatever it is has finally come to an end. It was either causing you or them a whole lot of pain and anguish and sleepless nights, and you just said, okay, enough. This has got to stop. It may have even been something that was not so readily apparent, because the energies I'm seeing in the past is the Ten of Pentacles. So things were good. The Ten of Pentacles is something that tells me in a financial place, things were good. Things were secure, financially secure. But is this a situation where you were financially secure, but the love was no longer there? It could also mean an emotional security. An emotional security. Now, the difference between the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is more of a family thing, and the emotional security in the Ten of Pentacles is the emotional security that comes from a coupling up. Okay, so this family situation in the Ten of Cups was keeping you secure in a sense that it was on the surface everything seemed great, but underneath there was something missing, and this is why you feel like you have had to speak up about something and bring to light something that could be hurtful, because everything just seems so wonderful. Why would you want to go and upset the apple cart? You know, there's something that others were not seeing. Everybody was seeing that this was such a great thing, and you were like, okay, no, I gotta speak up. It is not so great. Something is going on underneath, and it just can't continue to go on. I have to speak up. And so you put a stop to whatever it was, even though at that point you felt like there was this security within that situation. So the current card, the card that shows the current energies, is the Five of Wands, which doesn't surprise me one bit. This is going to cause some discord. It's going to cause some competition. This might upset people very, very much to hear that whatever it was seemed so perfect, but it wasn't in actuality. You know, may have been an illusion. You have broken an illusion here, and now once that illusion is exposed for what it really is, you are now having to deal with the aftermath of that. Ooh, goodness. Okay, so we have the Hangman as the card of the energies coming in, and when I meditated on this, it just seemed to me like after all this activity, all this, you are going to kind of retreat within yourself, and it may be shunning anything that's going on around you. It seems to me like a little bit of depression, maybe a little bit of regret of what you have had to do. It is going over in your mind what has transcribed, what has happened, and taking some time to process it emotionally. Whereas the Hermit would be processing it intellectually, the Hangman is processing the actions that they have taken emotionally. And so they are hanging there. You may be bored, you may be a little depressed, you may be a little lethargic, but whatever it is, it has really taken its toll on you emotionally, and you are just wanting to withdraw a little bit and just think things through. You don't want to be out partying with everybody, which is very unusual for Leos, because Leos are, you know, the whenever I think of the most party forward person of the zodiac, it would seem to me that the Leo first is one of the signs to come to mind. So whatever this is that you have had to cut off is really making you think, like, did you do the right thing? And, you know, sometimes maybe there are other ways of handling situations such as this, and you're wondering, did I handle the situation as best that I could? This could be a small situation, this could be a huge situation. You could be leaving a marriage, this could be just a choice between two lovers where you're wondering whether this person, maybe you made the wrong choice, and you had to choose one lover over another, and one was more financially stable, one was more closer to your heart. So it could be that kind of thing. Whatever it is, it was something that is it is not readily apparent whether or not this was the right thing to do. Now, I've only given a couple examples. There could be other examples there of what this decision may have been. Okay, Leo? So whatever this is that you feel you've had to let go of in your life, you're still not sure that this was the right thing to do, although your mind was made up. Your mind was absolutely made up that this was the right thing to do at the time. This is after. This is at the time. So, and you're also leaning towards the side of this being the right thing to do. You still have your doubts, You still have your doubts, but you're leaning towards the right thing to do, towards thinking that it was the right thing to do. Now the other, this card, the way others see you is the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups is very sensitive and emotional, and you know, she's the romantic. So other people are seeing you as a sucker for a sucker for romance. So this is somebody looking at you and jumping to the conclusion that you put your heart over your head in this instance, and some people think that that is a weakness, right? Some people think that kindness is a weakness. Some people think that putting aside financial security in favor of a love situation is a weakness. They would say, okay, all right, so your heart is more in this relationship than in that one, but at least in that one, if something went wrong financially, you would be secure. In this one, you are going to be less, you're going to have to rely more on yourself. So they are seeing you as someone with a heart that rules over your head, but your mind was made up. So whatever this decision was, where your heart ruled your head, this is the way that other people are seeing you for it, and they are judging you for it. And you know, it's not right to judge other people by what you think they are going through. You can't be in somebody else's mind. But this is just the way that other people are seeing you. And you know, that's something to keep in mind, because some people see that this sort of attitude towards love versus security, love versus financial abundance, making that kind of a choice is a weakness, and veering towards the love. But what are we here for? What are we here on earth for? We're here to make ourselves happy. And I know so many people who are financially abundant who are just not happy. And some people who are, you know, I'm not going to say poor, but living paycheck to paycheck maybe, or, you know, working very hard at their lives, who are extremely happy because they have that emotional fulfillment, right? They're happy with themselves because they made the right choice. Even though you have your doubts, but you feel like you made the right choice in this heart over mind matter. Your biggest fear is, well, maybe I didn't make the right choice. What if, see, you still have your doubts, right? But what if I didn't make the right choice and this leads me down the path to destruction? So, you know, difficult decisions are always going to have this side of the coin. You know, if it's very difficult to do and you're taking a risk, there's always the chance that things could go down, like down the downward spiral, and end up at the end. So, but your greatest hope is that you can put it behind you. And this is very doable, obviously. So don't let your fears get in the way of knowing that you made the right decision, because you did make the right decision. The cards are saying that you have made the correct decision by following your heart. There's always money in the world, there's always ways to make money in the world and to build your own financial security, but love is hard to find. So you want to put this behind you. You want to dwell more on the positives that have come out of the situation as opposed to the negatives, because it was a very, very difficult decision for you, and it took a long time to make. And when you finally got the guts to do what it is that you had to do, there's still a little bit of doubt that this would work out well, but you are hoping that in time things will be put in their place and not affect you as much. So the outcome card we have is the Wheel of Fortune. And I'm not really crazy when this comes out as the outcome card, because it says that things are still in flux. At this point, there are elements to this decision, there are ramifications of this decision that still have not come to light. So only time will tell which way things will go, whether things will go 100% well or whether things will go, in the other direction. Only time will tell. And I wish I could say that I am as confident as you are in that this was the right decision to do. My personal opinion, always choose your heart over your head. As a Leo rising, I have had a situation where I had to choose my heart over my head. Actually, you know what? I used my head over my heart, although my heart was in both places. So maybe that's part of this thing here, my heart is kind of in both places, but where's my heart more? So maybe this was more of a heart over the heart and head oh my gosh, that is so complicated. See, that is why this is not a definitive card at the end, because what this decision was so complicated, and I can generalize by saying it was a heart over head decision, but there really is no way to dig down to the depths of the meaning of this decision that you have had to make. So Leo, I applaud you for being brave and following what you know is right. Maybe it is more of a right versus wrong, and other people are seeing it as a heart over head decision. That would be their view on things. But this to me is a right versus wrong, depths of your soul decision that you have made, and you are still slightly doubtful about it, but you feel that you did the right thing at the time. You're hoping that it will blow over, and the outcome is still in flux. So we will see. We will see. I will see too, because I'm Leo rising, so this is partly for my situation as well. At this time, we just need to go with the flow, keep a level head, and try not to get involved in any sort of drama, because it seems like a lot of drama is what came out of this, and you need to take some time and just reflect on whether or not you did the right thing. I mean, it's done. It's done. The decision is done. And you feel it is the right thing. But the outcome is still undecided, 100%. So Leo, that was your reading for the rest of the summer of 2019. I hope that spoke to you. Please leave a message and let me know what you thought, what situations you are in that this has possibly spoken to, and do keep in mind that whatever decision you have made, you feel it's the right thing to do, then it is the right thing to do. When you feel that something is the right thing to do, and you've thought about it for a long time and you just can't go on the same way anymore, then it's most likely the right thing to do. Okay, Leo, thanks for joining me. I will do another reading such as this one in the autumn, but in the meantime, I'm hoping to put up some wonderful little interesting things for you. Thank you for joining me. Have a great one. See you soon. Bye.